Okay, a Pokemon-themed tarot spread. You're speaking my language. And using multiple decks, this is next level stuff. So you've got this flame of determination spread, inspired by our fiery little friend, Torchic. I'm guessing you're looking for some guidance on your own journey, figuring out how to harness that inner fire to achieve your goals. Am I right?
You're definitely on the right track. This spread is all about understanding what drives you, how to fuel your passions, and how to navigate the challenges that come with growth and transformation. Think of it as a roadmap to becoming the Blaziken of your own journey.
Love that analogy. Everyone wants to be Blaziken.
Yeah.
So where do we start?
Let's look at the first card, Spark. This is all about what's motivating you right now. What's the driving force behind your actions? You pulled 3 cards for this one. The Ten of Swords in Gemini, the Two of Wands in Aries, and the I Get Butterflies When I See You card.
3 decks. You're really not messing around. Okay, so the Ten of Swords. That one usually makes me think of hitting a breaking point. But with Gemini, it feels more mental than emotional.
Right, exactly. The Ten of Swords, especially in Gemini, suggests a major mental shift. You're leaving behind old ways of thinking that no longer serve you. It's like shedding old skin so you can step into a new version of yourself.
A fresh start. I like the sound of that. But then we have the Two of Wands in Aries. That feels very much like charge ahead energy.
It is. The Two of Wands is all about expansion, ambition, and taking bold action. Aries amplifies that energy, urging you to be courageous and pursue your goals fearlessly. This card suggests you're ready to take charge and make big things happen.
It's like Torchic evolving into Combusken. That fierce, determined energy is definitely present. But there's one more card, right? The I Get Butterflies When I See You card. That one throws a bit of a curveball.
It does, doesn't it? This card adds an interesting dimension to the spread. It suggests that your drive might be fueled by a powerful connection. Romantic, platonic, or even creative. Think about it. What makes you feel that excited? Passionate energy.
That's such a good point. It's that spark of inspiration that can really light a fire under us, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It seems like you're tapping into a source of deep passion and motivation, and that's an incredibly powerful place to be. But even fire needs fuel to keep burning. Let's move on to the second card in the spread, Fuel. You pulled the Hermit, the Tower, and Passion.
Okay, so passions, that one seems pretty self-explanatory. Follow what excites you.
Right. It's not always as easy as it sounds, but yes, this card serves as a reminder to stay connected to what truly lights you up. What are you passionate about? What brings you joy? These are the things that will fuel your fire even when times get tough.
It's like Torchic training rigorously, honing its skills and fueling its passion for battle. But we also have the Hermit here. That one usually signals a need for some introspection.
Yeah.
How does that fit in with keeping our fire burning bright?
The Hermit invites you to take a step back and reflect. This isn't about retreating from the world. It's about going inward to connect with your inner wisdom. It's about understanding your motivations, clarifying your goals, and ensuring that you're on the right path.
It's about fueling our inner flame through self-reflection and understanding. I like it. But then we have the Tower. That one's always a bit intimidating. It screams big changes to me.
It certainly does. The Tower represents those necessary upheavals that shatter old structures and make way for something new. This card suggests that you might experience some significant changes in your life, changes that are essential for your growth, even if they feel a bit unsettling at first.
So it's like Torchic evolving through battle, even if it means taking a few hits along the way.
Exactly. Growth isn't always easy, but it's in those moments of upheaval that we often discover our true strength. Embrace the changes coming your way. They're leading you towards something amazing.
I'm trying to be brave, like Torchic facing a tough opponent. Okay, so we've talked about the spark, the fuel, and even some potential explosions. What happens when we let go of what's no longer serving us? That's what this next card, Burning Away, seems to be all about.
It's about releasing what's holding you back so you can step fully into your power. For this one, you pulled the Two of Wands in Aries again, the Queen of Wands in Leo, and maybe we should see other people.
Aries and Leo in the same reading. Sounds fiery. And we're seeing that Two of Wands pop up again. I feel like there's a message here we need to pay attention to.
Definitely. It seems like you might be overthinking things, planning instead of doing. The Two of Wands in Aries is urging you to stop hesitating and take that leap of faith. Trust your instincts and go for it.
Less thinking, more doing. I can get behind that. But the Queen of Wands, she's a force to be reckoned with. What message is she bringing to the table?
She's all about confidence, leadership, and embracing your inner fire. But she can also be a bit of a control freak. Here, she's reminding you that you don't have to do everything yourself, delegating tasks, asking for help. These aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of strength and self-awareness.
Learning to let go of the reins a little bit. That's a good lesson for all of us. Okay. But then we have, maybe we should see other people? That one feels a little ominous, especially after talking about letting go.
It might seem that way, but remember, letting go isn't always a bad thing. This card is about releasing any attachments that are no longer serving your highest good. It could be a relationship, a job, a belief system, anything that's holding you back from becoming your most authentic self.
So it's about recognizing when something has run its course and being brave enough to let go. Kind of like when a Pokemon evolves. It leaves its old form behind to embrace something new and more powerful.
Right.
Exactly. It can be tough, but by releasing what no longer served you, you're creating space for new opportunities and experiences to enter your life.
Speaking of new experiences, our next card is Phoenix. And that definitely screams transformation to me. What cards did you pull for this one?
You drew the Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and Abundance. This is a powerful combination that speaks to healing, emotional growth, and incredible potential. It seems like you're on the verge of a major transformation, wouldn't you say?
Rebirth. Abundance. It definitely feels like things are shifting in a positive direction. But the Three of Swords is usually associated with heartbreak and pain. How does that factor into this transformation? The Three of Swords can be a difficult card, but it's important to remember that it's through pain that we often experience the most profound growth. This card suggests that you've been through some tough times, but instead of letting those experiences break you, you're choosing to learn from them and emerge stronger than ever.
It's like Torchic enduring those intense training sessions. It's pushing through the discomfort to become stronger and more resilient.
Exactly. And the Queen of Cups reinforces that message of resilience and emotional strength. This card represents compassion, empathy, and the ability to nurture yourself and others. It suggests that you're not only becoming more powerful, but also more compassionate and understanding.
So we're not just becoming a powerhouse like Blaziken,
Yeah.
but also cultivating a kind heart along the way. I love that. But what about abundance? How does that tie into this transformation?
This card suggests that your willingness to embrace change and learn from your experiences is leading you towards the state of abundance in all areas of your life, whether it's emotional, financial, or spiritual. You're creating the conditions for growth and prosperity.
Okay, I am really resonating with this journey so far. We've got ambition, transformation, abundance. What's next? What's the ultimate potential here? Well, that's where our final card comes in place. You drew the star in Aquarius, the Five of Swords also in Aquarius, and all I want for Christmas is you. Talk about a grand finale.
It's like the universe is saying, go big or go home. This final card represents the culmination of everything we've been talking about, the ambition, the transformation, the abundance.
Okay, I'm ready to be dazzled. Break it down for me. How do these cards suggest we can fully step into our power?
The star in Aquarius is a beautiful card of hope, renewal, and inspiration. It suggests you're aligning with your true purpose and becoming a beacon of light for others.
So we're not just shining our own light, but helping others find theirs as well. I love that.
It's a powerful energy to embody. But then we have the Five of Swords, also in Aquarius. This card reminds us that even when we're on the right path, there might be challenges or setbacks.
It's like that saying, the only way out is through. Sometimes we have to face those tough battles to come out stronger on the other side.
Exactly. And with both these cards in Aquarius, it emphasizes using your intellect and strategic thinking to overcome those obstacles.
So we're thinking like a chess master, planning our moves carefully and using our intelligence to navigate any challenges. But what about this last card? All I want for Christmas is you. It feels a little out of place with all this talk of stars and swords.
It might seem that way, but it's actually a perfect ending to this spread. Think about the message of that song. It's about longing, desire, and ultimately fulfillment.
It's about having your deepest wishes granted.
Exactly. This card suggests that by embracing your power and staying true to your path, you'll experience a deep sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Your dreams aren't just pipe dreams. They're within reach if you're willing to put in the work.
It's like Torchic finally evolving into Blaziken. It's reached its full potential, and it's ready to take on the world. Speaking of Blaziken, we can't forget about the bonus rounds of this spread. What special abilities have we unlocked on this journey?
For special ability, you pulled Strength the World, and you aren't in this alone. Talk about a power trio.
That sounds like a recipe for success. Let's break it down. What does strength represent in this context?
Strength is all about inner resilience, courage, and the power to overcome adversity. It suggests you possess an inner strength that will help you navigate any challenge that comes your way.
So we're tapping into our inner Blaziken, strong, determined, and ready for anything.
Hmm.
What about the world? What kind of special ability does that signify?
The world represents completion fulfillment and the realization of your goals. It suggests you have the ability to see things through to the end and manifest your dreams into reality.
It's like that moment when you finally achieve a long-term goal, that feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction. And then we have, you aren't in this alone, which is such a heartwarming message.
Yeah.
What does this card tell us about our special abilities?
This card reminds you of the power of connection and community. You don't have to go through this journey alone.
Wow.
You have people who support you, believe in you, and want to see you succeed.
It's like having a whole team of Pokemon trainers by your side, cheering you on every step of the way. So to sum up, our special abilities include resilience, the ability to see things through, and the power of collaboration. That's incredible. But we're not done yet, are we? We still have our move set to uncover.
Right. Let's dive into your personalized game plan for your signature move, which represents your core strength. You pulled the Five of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and Girl Boy.
Okay, strategic thinking seems to be a recurring theme here, with the Five of Swords. And the Nine of Pentacles often represents independence and resourcefulness, right?
Absolutely. You're being called to trust your instincts, rely on your own capabilities, and make strategic decisions that align with your goals.
It's about being self-sufficient and trusting our own judgment. What about this third card, Girl Boy? What kind of core strength does it highlight?
This card is all about embracing your authentic self, owning your individuality, and recognizing your inherent worth.
So our signature move involves a combination of strategic thinking, self-reliance, and a strong sense of self. That's a pretty powerful foundation. What about our offensive move? What action should we be taking to move forward?
For this, you drew the Six of Swords, the Star, and Love.
The Six of Swords often represents moving away from difficult situations. And we've already talked about the Star as a card of hope and inspiration. But love as an offensive move, that's an interesting concept.
It is, isn't it? But think about it. Approaching situations with love and compassion can be incredibly powerful.
It's like disarming your opponents with kindness and understanding. I like it.
Exactly. It's about leading with your heart, staying true to your values, and letting love guide your actions.
So our offensive strategy is all about moving away from negativity, embracing hope, and approaching everything with love. That's a winning strategy in my book. But what about our defenses? What cards did you pull for defensive move?
You drew the Seven of Swords, the Two of Swords, and everything started to make sense when I met you.
The Seven of Swords often makes me think of stealth and strategy. Is that what we're going for here?
In a way, this card encourages you to be discerning about the battles you choose to fight. Sometimes the best defense is knowing when to walk away from a situation that no longer serves you.
It's about protecting our energy and not getting bogged down in unnecessary drama.
And the Two of Swords emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries. You don't have to say yes to everything or engage in every conflict that comes your way.
It's about knowing our limits and protecting our peace. What about this last card? Everything started to make sense when I met you. What kind of defensive strategy does that suggest?
This card highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with supportive people who understand and appreciate you for who you are. These are the people who will have your back, lift you up, and help you make sense of the world.
It's like having a trusted team of advisors who you can always turn to for guidance and support. So our defensive strategy involves being strategic about our battles, setting healthy boundaries, and surrounding ourselves with people who have our best interests at heart.
Precisely. Now for our final move, support move, which is all about how you can best support yourself and others emotionally. You drew the Nine of Pentacles, again the Eight of Swords, and the 11-point in the left.
We've already talked about the Nine of Pentacles representing self-reliance and independence. How does that translate to supporting ourselves and others?
It's a reminder that you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of your own needs emotionally, physically, and mentally allows you to show up as your best self for yourself and for others.
So self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. What about the Eight of Swords that one often feels a bit restrictive?
It can, but in this context, it's encouraging you to break free from any limiting beliefs or negative thought patterns that might be holding you back.
It's about challenging those inner critics and embracing a more empowered mindset.
Exactly. And finally, we have 11.11. This card is often associated with synchronicity, alignment, and manifestation.
It's like the universe is telling us we're on the right track.
It's a reminder to trust your intuition and believe in the power of your own manifestation abilities. You have the power to create positive change in your own life and in the world around you.
This entire spread has been incredible. We've explored our motivations, uncovered our strengths, and mapped out a plan for achieving our goals. But before we go, I have one final thought for you. With all this potential for growth and transformation, where do you feel most drawn to focus your energy right now? What speaks to you the most from this reading? What resonates deeply and makes you want to take action?
What an important question to consider. What area of your life feels most ripe for transformation? What goals are you most excited to pursue?
Remember, just like Torchic evolving into Blaziken, it's all about harnessing your inner fire and becoming the most powerful version of yourself. Until next time, keep those flames burning bright. All right, ready to evolve your perspective. Today's deep dive, we're taking a unique turn. We're going to tap into the wisdom of, you guessed it, the Pokemon world
Of course.
with a, get this, Treecko-themed tarot spread.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
going to channel some serious grass-type energy as we explore your personal path of adaptation and growth.
I love that. It's fascinating how the spread uses such a familiar concept like Pokemon to, unlock deeper self-awareness.
It's all about those unexpected paths to
Yeah.
insight, right?
Right.
So using the Treecko spread, the path of adaptation, it's our guide. Let's just see what we can uncover.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm ready. This spread, like Treecko itself, has such a clear structure designed to kind of help us navigate the terrain of your personal journey.
Love it. And it all starts with the branch card. Think of this as the landscape ahead, like a brand new challenge or opportunity that's emerging on your horizon.
Okay.
It sets the stage for understanding what kind of adaptability and resilience you might need to tap into.
It does, yeah.
Now, there are three possible cards you might have pulled for this branch position.
Okay.
Let's start with the Nine of Swords. Traditionally, this card, it's associated with anxieties, worries, often depicted as someone wrestling with their thoughts in the dead of night.
Yeah.
But there's a Treecko twist.
Exactly. The spread reminds us of Treecko's incredible ability to just stay calm under pressure, even when facing a threat. So it encourages you to confront those mental hurdles head on.
Yeah.
Channel that same Treecko composure instead of, letting worries fester.
So instead of letting those anxieties take root, we're taking a page from Treecko's playbook,
Yes.
facing them with a cool head.
Love it.
But what if your branch card is the Empress?
Ooh, the Empress. The Empress embodies abundance, nurturing, a surge of creative energy.
Okay.
This suggests that the opportunity, the challenge ahead, might involve stepping into a more prominent role, perhaps one focused on creation or caretaking.
So less about sleepless nights and more about, like, growth and blossoming.
Yes.
Kind of like how Treecko nurtures its environment to
Yeah.
thrive.
Precisely. It reminds us that, growth, while positive, still requires resilience. Just as Treecko adapts to flourish, you'll need to kind of tap into your own inner resources to make the most of this new phase.
Okay. Last but not least, your branch card could be the take a break from the BS card. This one feels very on brand for Treecko, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. This card is all about setting healthy boundaries and just stepping away from anything that's draining your energy.
Yeah.
It encourages you to navigate your path with intention, just like Treecko chooses its battles wisely.
Yes. Conserving your energy for the challenges that truly matter.
Yes.
No matter which card appeared in the branch position, the key takeaway here is to channel your inner Treecko.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
Would you agree?
It's about assessing the situation with a clear and level-headed perspective, just like our leafy friend would.
Now that we've surveyed the landscape ahead, let's dig a little deeper and explore the Leaves card. This card invites you to reflect on your past. Think of it as looking back at the experiences that have shaped your resilience. Those fallen leaves that nourish the soil for future growth.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like tapping into that inner reservoir of strength and wisdom that you've cultivated over time.
I love that. So the first potential Leaves card is the Six of Cups. What's the story here?
Six of Cups, often associated with nostalgia and cherished memories from the past, particularly those rooted in family or close emotional bonds.
Okay, so this is interesting because the spread connects this card back to Treecko's relationship with its environment.
Okay.
Just as Treecko draws sustenance and support from its surroundings, you're being called to do the same with your own personal history.
It's a beautiful reminder that we never start from scratch.
Yeah.
Our past experiences, even the seemingly small or insignificant ones, play a role in shaping who we are and building our resilience.
Now let's switch gears to the second possibility for your Leaves card, Judgment. This one has a different vibe than the Six of Cups.
Definitely. While the Six of Cups points to specific memories, Judgment urges a broader reflection
Yeah.
on personal transformations.
Okay.
It asks you to consider the times you've shed old versions of yourself, embrace change, and emerge stronger. Much like Treecko sheds its skin to grow.
So it's less about a single event and more about recognizing how those experiences have shaped your core.
Exactly. It's about owning that growth, acknowledging how far you've come, recognizing the power of your own evolution.
And finally, let's uncover the last potential leaves card. The "You're the only reason I don't quit this job" card. Now, this one feels particularly relevant in today's world.
It really does. This card shines a light on the power of external support and its role in building resilience.
Yeah. It's a reminder that we don't have to navigate challenges alone, just like Treecko relies on its environment for support.
Exactly. Sometimes it's those supportive figures, mentors, colleagues, friends, or family who provide the strength and encouragement we need to persevere, just as Treecko draws strength from its ecosystem. And speaking of support, let's shift our focus to the next card in the spread. The Roots card.
Okay.
Just as roots anchor a tree and provide stability, this card reveals what grounds you, what
Yeah.
keeps you centered amidst life's, inevitable changes.
I love that visual. So thinking about those grounding forces, let's explore the first Petrol Roots card, the Five of Cups.
Okay.
Now, this card, it often comes up in relation to loss or grief, but I'm sensing a Treecko-inspired twist here.
You're right on the mark.
Okay.
In the context of this spread, the Five of Cups isn't about dwelling in sorrow, but rather recognizing the strength that comes from acknowledging and processing those difficult emotions.
So it's about finding that inner resilience,
Yes.
that ability to bounce back even when things feel heavy or overwhelming.
Precisely. Think about how Treecko can, regrow even after being injured or losing its leaves.
Right.
The Five of Cups reminds us that healing and growth are always possible, even after experiencing loss or setbacks.
Yeah.
It's about tapping into that deep wellspring of strength within.
Now, for a slightly different energy, we have the Page of Cups as the second possible Roots card.
Okay.
What insights does this card offer about our inner grounding?
The Page of Cups, it's all about connecting with your intuition and embracing your emotional and creative depths.
Okay.
It suggests that your ability to access your inner world, to draw strength from your feelings and imagination, is a powerful source of grounding.
So rather than shying away from those emotions, we're being encouraged to lean into them,
Yes.
to let them guide us.
Exactly. It's about recognizing the wisdom and the power of your emotional landscape and trusting your inner compass.
It reminds me of that saying, the wound is where the light enters.
Ooh, I like that.
Sometimes those places of vulnerability are also the sources of our greatest strength. Now for our final Roots card, we have the We Aren't Fooling Anyone card.
Okay.
This one has me intrigued.
This card is a powerful call for authenticity.
Yeah.
It emphasizes the importance of honesty, both with yourself and others, as a source of stability.
Good.
Just as Treecko remains true to its nature, this card encourages you to embrace your genuine self, even when it feels vulnerable.
It's about showing up as you truly are,
Yes.
without pretense, and finding strength in that authenticity.
And that ties in beautifully with Treecko's ability to use its tail for balance, as the spread's guide mentions.
Right.
Just as Treecko relies on its tail for stability, you're being called to find those internal anchors, those core values and truths that keep you steady even when life throws curveballs.
It's about knowing yourself so deeply
Yeah.
that nothing can shake your foundation.
Right.
We've spent time exploring the challenges ahead and the experiences that have shaped you.
Yes.
But now let's shift gears and look at how you can adapt and thrive in this new landscape.
Okay.
That brings us to the new growth card.
And our first option for new growth is a powerful one, the sun.
Oh, I love the sun card.
It's a good one.
It always brings such a positive and uplifting energy.
It truly does.
Right.
The sun card embodies optimism, joy, and a radiant, life-affirming energy.
Yes.
It suggests that embracing a positive outlook, choosing to focus on the light, even amidst challenges, will be a catalyst for growth.
Like a Treecko basking in the sun's rays,
Yes.
soaking up that vital energy for nourishment and growth.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that even when, faced with obstacles or setbacks, there's always something to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Always a reason to keep moving towards the light.
That's such a powerful reminder.
Yeah.
Now, for a more grounded approach to new growth, we have the Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
What what wisdom does she offer on this path of adaptation?
The Queen of Pentacles brings a practical and nurturing energy to the table. She reminds us that taking care of our physical and material well-being, creating a sense of stability and abundance in our surroundings, is crucial for navigating change and fostering growth.
So it's about making sure our basic needs are met, creating that solid foundation from which new growth can emerge.
Precisely. Just as Treecko understands the importance of a stable environment for survival,
Right.
the Queen of Pentacles encourages us to prioritize self-care and create a space where we can truly thrive.
And last but not least, our final option for new growth is the Tell Me How You Really Feel card.
Ooh, okay.
Now, this card feels especially relevant when we're talking about adapting to new situations.
It really does.
Right.
This card is all about the power of open and honest communication.
Okay.
It suggests that speaking your truth, clearly expressing your needs and boundaries will be essential for personal growth in this new phase.
It's like clearing away those overgrown weeds to let the sunlight reach the roots,
Ooh,
allowing for stronger and healthier growth.
I love that analogy.
Right.
It perfectly captures the essence of this card.
Yeah.
It's about fostering clear and transparent communication, both with yourself and others, to create the most fertile ground for growth.
Whether it's embracing optimism like a sun-soaked Treecko, nurturing yourself and your environment like the Queen of Pentacles, or communicating your needs with courage and honesty, the key to new growth lies in tapping into that resourceful Treecko spirit.
It does.
Right.
It's about finding creative solutions, adapting to your surroundings, and leveraging your strengths to thrive.
Now that we've explored the potential for growth, it's time to discover what awaits if you continue on this path of adaptation and resilience.
Okay.
This brings us to the canopy card, representing the potential outcome of your journey.
And the possibilities are as vast and expansive as a forest canopy itself.
Yes.
For our first canopy card, we have the Seven of Wands,
Okay.
a card that often symbolizes courage, determination, and standing up for what you believe in.
So picture this. You've faced those challenges head on,
Yeah.
channeled your inner Treecko,
Yes.
and now you're emerging victorious, standing tall and proud like a Treecko, defending its territory.
Exactly. The Seven of Wands suggests that by embracing your resilience, standing firm in your convictions, and advocating for your vision, you have the potential to overcome obstacles and achieve remarkable things.
Talk about a confidence boost.
Right.
Now we have the sun making a reappearance,
Ooh.
this time as a potential canopy card.
Yeah.
Feels like we've come full circle.
It's true. The journey often leads us back to the light.
It does.
In this context, the sun takes center stage, signifying a period of incredible joy, clarity, and success that awaits if you continue to embrace adaptability and stay true to your path of growth.
It's like reaching the very top of the canopy, basking in the warmth of achievement with a panoramic view of how far you've come.
What a beautiful image.
Right.
It perfectly captures the sense of fulfillment and accomplishment that the sun represents.
And finally, our last canopy card option is the I Get Lost in Your Eyes card.
Okay.
This card immediately brings to mind the importance of connection and relationships.
It certainly does.
Right.
This card speaks to the profound transformative power of authentic connection.
Okay.
It suggests that as you grow and evolve, your relationships, both with yourself and others, will deepen and become a wellspring of joy and fulfillment.
It's about cultivating those heart-to-heart connections that truly nourish the soul, those relationships where you feel seen, heard, and understood.
Absolutely. Right. It's a reminder that growth isn't just an individual pursuit. It unfolds in the context of our relationships, our communities, and our connection to something larger than ourselves.
It's like Treecko's connection to its environment, recognizing that we thrive when we're part of a supportive and interconnected ecosystem.
Precisely. And with that, we've reached a natural point to pause and reflect.
Okay.
You've gained insights into the challenges and opportunities ahead, tapped into the wisdom of your past experiences, and discovered the grounding forces that keep you centered.
Okay.
But this Treecko-inspired journey has a few more surprises in store. Remember how Treecko has those unique abilities and moves that help
Yeah.
you navigate different challenges?
Yeah.
Well, this spread has a bonus round for that too.
Oh, I love a good plot twist.
Right.
What kind of hidden powers are we talking about?
First, we're uncovering your special ability card.
Okay.
This card, much like a Pokemon's signature move, reveals an inherent strength you possess.
Okay, let's see what we're working with here.
If your canopy card was the Seven of Wands, suggesting a triumphant outcome,
Okay.
think about what helped you reach that point.
Right.
Was it your sharp intellect, symbolized by the King of Swords?
Okay.
This special ability card highlights your ability to just cut through confusion and strategize your way to success.
Uh-huh.
Much like Treecko assesses its environment with a keen eye.
That piercing gaze is definitely a strength.
Right.
But what if, instead of the King of Swords, your special ability card is the Queen of Pentacles?
Then a different kind of strength comes into play. The Queen of Pentacles, known for her grounded, nurturing energy,
Yeah.
suggests your strength lies in your ability to create stability and abundance, both for yourself and those around you. You're
Yeah.
the one who brings people together, fostering a sense of security and well-being.
You're like the sturdy trunk of a tree, providing support and nourishment for everyone around you.
Yes.
I love that imagery.
Right.
Now, there's one last special ability card we haven't explored yet. The I'm Too Shy card.
Oh, okay.
Don't let the name fool you.
Okay.
This card, it points to a quiet yet powerful strength. The power of observation.
Okay.
Like Treecko, who carefully observes its surroundings before making a move, you possess a remarkable ability to perceive what others often miss.
I see.
It's about embracing that introspective nature and using it to your advantage.
Yeah.
You're the one who notices the subtle cues, listens deeply, and gathers wisdom from the sidelines.
And that brings us to the final element of your personalized Treecko strategy, your move set.
Yeah.
Just as Treecko relies on a variety of moves to navigate different situations, you have a unique set of qualities and actions at your disposal.
Okay, I'm ready to unlock my inner Treecko trainer.
Yes.
What's the first move in this powerful arsenal?
We'll begin with your signature move.
Okay.
The one that truly defines your approach to challenges.
Okay.
If your signature move is the tower, you might feel a bit taken aback.
Okay.
But remember, while the tower often represents upheaval and unexpected change,
Yeah.
it also speaks to your remarkable ability to navigate those turbulent times and emerge even stronger. Okay. Just like Treecko can withstand harsh weather conditions,
Right.
you have the resilience to weather any storm.
Talk about a power move.
Right.
But what if, instead of the tower, your signature move is the Page of Pentacles?
Okay.
This card has a much different energy.
It certainly does.
Right.
The Page of Pentacles, known for its grounded, practical energy,
Okay.
suggests your signature move is all about steady, persistent effort.
Okay.
Like Treecko's gradual yet determined evolution, you achieve your goals through patience, dedication, and a focus on building a solid foundation.
Slow and steady wins the race, right?
That's right.
It's about taking things one step at a time and trusting the process.
I love it.
Now, our final option for the signature move is the family card.
Okay.
This one really warms my heart.
Mine too.
The family card, as your signature move, highlights the incredible strength you derive from your loved ones.
Yeah.
Just like Treecko thrives in its natural habitat, you draw support and inspiration from your family, close friends, or any community that feels like home.
It's so important.
There's nothing quite as powerful as a strong support system to help you weather any storm.
I agree.
Okay, we've got our signature move locked and loaded.
All right.
What's next in this Treecko-inspired strategy?
Now it's time to unleash your offensive move.
Okay.
The action you can take to create positive change in your current situation.
Okay.
Let's say your offensive move is the High Priestess.
Okay.
What does this intuitive card tell us?
The High Priestess is all about trusting your inner wisdom, that gut feeling that guides you.
Exactly.
So
It's about tapping into your intuition, that inner voice that often speaks in whispers but holds profound wisdom.
Sometimes the most powerful moves are the ones we make by listening to our inner compass.
100%.
Now, if your offensive move is the Five of Wands, get ready for a different kind of action.
Okay.
The Five of Wands often indicates that healthy competition or even conflict might be necessary for growth.
It's true.
Don't shy away from asserting yourself or standing up for what you believe in.
Right.
Channel that inner Treecko and stand your ground.
Yes.
Now, our final offensive move option is the They Want to Let You In card. This card seems to suggest a more collaborative approach.
It does.
Right.
This card encourages you to be to be open to receiving support from others.
Yeah.
Just as Treecko relies on its environment for sustenance, allowing others to contribute to your journey can lead to unexpected growth and success.
Sometimes the strongest move is knowing when to ask for help or allowing others to lend their strengths to your mission.
For sure.
Now, after taking action, it's important to protect your energy and set healthy boundaries.
Yeah,
That's where the defensive move comes into play.
that's right. And for this move, you might have drawn the Four of Pentacles.
Okay.
This card is all about practicality and then stability, right? The Four of Pentacles in this context encourages you to protect your resources, whether they're time, energy, or emotional well-being.
Yeah.
Just as Treecko conserves its energy when needed, it's important for you to establish firm boundaries to prevent burnout and ensure your continued growth.
It's that classic saying, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Oh, that's right.
Taking care of yourself is essential for showing up fully in other areas of your life.
Absolutely.
Now, if your defensive move is the Ten of Wands, you might need a slightly different approach to self-preservation.
Okay.
The Ten of Wands often indicates that you're carrying a heavy load,
Yeah.
perhaps taking on too much responsibility.
Right.
Your defensive move in this case involves releasing those burdens and setting healthy limits.
That's right.
It's about recognizing when you're spread too thin and having the courage to delegate tasks or say no to new commitments.
Yeah, those are really important skills.
And sometimes the most important boundaries we set are in our relationships.
It's true.
That's where our final defensive move option, the I don't think you love me as much as I love you card, comes into play.
Ooh, yeah.
Oof, that's a tough one.
It can be. This card serves as a gentle yet firm reminder to protect your heart and emotional well-being.
Yeah.
It encourages you to assess your relationships and ensure that you're not giving more than you're receiving.
It's about recognizing your own worth and setting those boundaries to protect your emotional energy.
Absolutely.
Okay, we've explored our offensive and defensive moves.
We have.
What's the final move in our Treecko inspired repertoire?
Every good trainer knows the importance of a support move.
Right.
Something that replenishes your energy and helps you stay connected to your purpose.
Oh.
If your support move is the Three of Pentacles, you're in for a treat.
Okay.
This card highlights the power of collaboration and teamwork.
Right.
Just as Treecko benefits from the support of its ecosystem, you thrive in environments where you can share ideas, combine talents, and work together towards a common goal.
There's a certain magic that happens when we join forces and support each other's growth.
Absolutely.
Now, for a slightly different flavor of support, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebration of friendship, joy, and meaningful connection.
Yeah.
It reminds us to make time for those who uplift us.
Yes.
Those who bring laughter and lightness into our lives.
Absolutely.
Because life's too short not to celebrate the good times with people we love.
I agree.
And finally, our last support move option is the You Leave Me Speechless card.
Okay.
This card feels deeply personal and emotionally charged.
It is because this card speaks to the transformative power of vulnerability and authentic connection.
Yeah.
It encourages you to open your heart, express your true self, and seek out relationships where you feel safe to be vulnerable.
It's about recognizing that true connection requires us to let down our guard and allow ourselves to be fully seen.
Beautifully said. And with that, we've reached the end of our Treecko-inspired journey through the path of adaptation spread.
Wow, what a journey it's been.
Right.
We've explored the challenges and opportunities ahead.
Yes.
Delved into the rich tapestry of your past experiences and uncovered your unique strengths and strategies for navigating life's twists and turns.
It's been a fascinating exploration of how we can all tap into our inner Treecko.
It really has.
Embracing adaptability, resilience, and that deep connection to our own personal ecosystem.
And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this final thought. Just as Treecko adapts and thrives within its environment, remember to stay attuned to your own surroundings.
Yeah.
Recognize the resources, the relationships, and the opportunities that can support your growth.
I love it.
Embrace change with courage and curiosity,
Yes.
and never underestimate the incredible power of your own adaptability.
So well said.
Thanks for joining us on this unique adventure.
This was great.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep channeling that inner Treecko wisdom. All right, ready for a deep dive today? We're using Pokemon wisdom to understand emotional resilience.
You guys sent in tarot spreads with a Mudkip theme.
Don't worry, we won't ask you to battle anyone.
This will be fun. It's amazing how the spreads use Mudkip's journey to, give insights into our own lives.
Okay, so the spread that we're looking at is called the Tide of Resilience. It maps out your emotional currents, kind of like how Mudkip navigates both land and water.
Exactly. Each card represents a different aspect of emotional resilience, using, of course, Mudkip's experience as a guide.
So let's jump right into your first card, Current. This is about the emotional waves you're riding right now. You drew the Empress, the Knight of Wands, and Thousands On. What a combo.
It is. The Empress is all about nurturing and growth. Maybe you're creating something new or taking care of someone, just like Mudkip protecting its young.
Ah, that nurturing side of resilience. But then there's the Knight of Wands. The card screams bold action.
Right. It's like that leap of faith Mudkip takes when it evolves into Marshtomp. Are you feeling pulled towards something new, even if it feels scary?
And Thousand adds another layer to it, like a fresh start after a big splash. Maybe this new direction feels like a clean slate, a chance for emotional rebirth.
That's a great connection. The Easter egg for Current mentions noticing subtle emotional shifts, like Mudkip sensing changes in the water. Trust your intuition to guide you.
I love that. Okay, on to the next card, your anchor. What keeps you grounded during stormy emotional weather? You pulled the Four of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the card I Wish for You.
The Four of Swords is about finding peace and stillness, much like Mudkip retreating to, calm waters. Do you find solace in quiet moments or reflective practices?
Recharging those emotional batteries. And then there's the Eight of Cups. This one seems to be about walking away from what's no longer serving you, like Mudkip leaving a polluted pond.
Exactly. Sometimes resilience is knowing when to let go and find a healthier environment for yourself. And then, I wish for you. That speaks volumes about the power of connection. Perhaps a specific person is your anchor, your rock in turbulent times.
Like a trainer who's always there for their Mudkip, the Easter egg for anchor mentions Mudkip's strong sense of smell, reminding us to trust our gut when seeking stability.
Love that analogy. Now let's dive into the choppier waters, the turbulence card. You drew the Moon, the Fool, and 555. Talk about an emotional current.
The moon can be, well, a bit daunting. It's about those hidden fears and anxieties we sometimes push down, like the murky depths where Mudkip might encounter a scary Whiskash.
It's about facing those shadows with courage, rather than letting them control you. And the Fool suggests a fear of new beginnings, that hesitation Mudkip might feel before, jumping into a strong current.
But just like Mudkip can't evolve by staying in the shallows, sometimes we have to embrace the unknown to grow.
Absolutely. And 555 amplifies that. It's a call for radical transformation. Embrace the changes coming your way, even if they feel unsettling at first.
The Easter egg for this position is really interesting. It says that confronting those fears, those lurking tentacles in your emotional ocean, will ultimately reveal your true strength. Okay, so we've explored the depths of turbulence, but how do we navigate those choppy emotional waters? That's where the flow card comes in. You drew the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, and tell me how you really feel.
The sun is a burst of positive energy, like Mudkip, basking in the warm sunlight. This card encourages you to seek out joy, optimism, even amidst challenges.
Finding those moments of brightness, and the Queen of Pentacles brings in a grounding, practical energy. It's like Mudkip building a sturdy dam to protect itself.
Are there practical steps you can take to feel more emotionally secure? Exactly. Maybe it's self-care, maybe it's organizing your space, or maybe it's setting healthy boundaries. And tell me how you really feel emphasizes the importance of open communication.
Don't bottle those emotions. Just like Mudkip uses its fins to communicate, expressing ourselves honestly is key to navigating those emotional currents.
And the Easter egg for flow beautifully connects to Mudkip's adaptability. It encourages finding that balance between emotional awareness and practical action, riding the waves with both heart and mind.
I love that. Okay, we've faced the challenges, found our anchors, and learned to flow with the current. Now it's time for the final card, Calm Waters. What awaits you if you embrace your resilience? You drew Judgment, the Six of Pentacles, and Friends.
Judgment is a powerful card of transformation and emotional healing. It's like that moment when Mudkip finally evolves into Swampert, emerging stronger and wiser.
Rising above those challenges. And Six of Pentacles. It's all about finding balance and harmony in your relationships. Maybe through these experiences, you're able to give and receive support more openly.
Precisely. And of course, Friends reminds us that we don't have to navigate these waters alone. Just like Mudkip relies on its trainer and fellow Pokemon, having a supportive network is crucial.
Those ride-or-die friends who help us weather any storm. The Easter egg for calm waters beautifully ties this back to Mudkip's journey, reminding us that trusting our resilience will lead us to a place of peace and fulfillment, just like Mudkip reaching its full potential.
Beautifully said. But hold on, we're not done yet. We still have to uncover your unique special ability and your emotional moveset.
Yes, this is where we get into those hidden Pokemon powers. Let's start with your special ability, that innate strength that helps you weather any storm. You drew the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and I love you.
Two knights. The Knight of Swords, with its sharp mind, might indicate a talent for quick thinking, decisive action. Like Mudkip sensing danger and reacting swiftly, you too can cut through confusion and make those tough calls when needed.
Trusting your instincts. And the Knight of Wands brings in that fiery go-getter energy. Are you someone who dives headfirst into challenges, fueled by passion, a thirst for adventure?
It's like Mudkip fearlessly charging into battle. And then, I love you adds such a heartwarming layer. This might point to your incredible capacity for love, compassion, and emotional support as like a superpower.
Like a true Mudkip, always there for the team. The Easter egg here compares your special ability to Mudkip's Torrent. Just like this ability activates under pressure, you too find your strength amplified when facing a challenge.
Amazing. Now let's see what moves you have at your disposal. Your emotional moveset. First up, your signature move. This is the move that truly defines your emotional strength. You drew the world, the Queen of Cups, and I dream about you.
Whoa, the world. That's a powerful card, representing completion and fulfillment. Just like Mudkip evolving into its final form, you too possess the dedication and resilience to achieve your goals and see your vision through.
It's about reaching that point of mastery, of feeling truly aligned with your purpose. And the Queen of Cups brings in a beautiful emotional depth. You navigate the world with empathy and compassion, offering a listening ear and a comforting presence.
You're that emotionally intelligent friend everyone needs. And I dream about you adds another layer. Perhaps your dreams are a source of strength, a reminder of what you're working towards.
Now, for your offensive move, the action you take to move forward and overcome obstacles, you pull the Six of Wands, the Chariot, and don't miss this chance. Once in a lifetime.
The Six of Wands is all about owning your power, celebrating your victories. Just like Mudkip, confidently using its moves to overcome an opponent, you too can step into the spotlight and acknowledge your accomplishments.
It's about recognizing how far you've come and letting your confidence shine through. And the Chariot speaks to your focused determination. When you set your mind to something, you steer yourself towards success with, like, unwavering willpower.
Like Mudkip navigating a raging river
Yeah.
with purpose. And then, don't miss this chance, once in a lifetime, adds that element of serendipity. Trust your gut and take that leap of faith when opportunity knocks.
Absolutely. Now for your defensive move. How you protect your energy and set healthy boundaries. You drew the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and you need some alone time.
The Queen of Wands reappears, this time urging you to protect your energy. Just like Mudkip defends its territory, you too can set firm boundaries and refuse to let anyone, dim your light.
And the Knight of Cups encourages you to listen to your intuition. Just like Mudkip senses changes in the water, you too can trust those gut feelings to guide you toward what feels, safe and nurturing.
It's about honoring those emotional needs. And then you need some alone time. Sometimes the most resilient thing we can do is retreat and recharge. Just like Mudkip, diving into its watery sanctuary for a moment of peace.
Exactly. Finally, let's uncover your support move, how you show up for yourself and others during challenging times. You drew the Eight of Pentacles, the Devil, and say the word, and I'm yours.
The Eight of Pentacles is all about dedication and hard work. Like Mudkip diligently training to master its moves, you show your support through commitment and a willingness to, put in the effort.
It's that steady, reliable presence that makes all the difference. And then there's the devil. Now, this card might seem a bit intimidating, but it's really about breaking free from anything that's holding you back. Just like Mudkip might have to shake off a clinging tentacle, you too can release unhealthy attachments or patterns that no longer serve you.
Sometimes we need that tough love to grow, right? And finally, say the word and I'm yours. This card speaks volumes about your unwavering loyalty and willingness to show up for those you care about.
It's that beautiful blend of strength and compassion that makes you like such a supportive presence in the lives of others.
Wow, what a journey. Who knew we could uncover so much about your emotional resilience just by taking a deep dive with Mudkip?
It's amazing how these seemingly simple concepts, when viewed through the lens of, something like Pokemon, can spark such profound insights.
It's all about finding those relatable metaphors to help us understand ourselves better. So tell us, what resonated most with you today? What card or insight will you carry with you as you continue to navigate your own emotional currents?
Remember, just like Mudkip, you possess an incredible capacity for strength, growth, and transformation.
Keep exploring those depths, keep trusting your intuition, and keep evolving into the most resilient version of yourself. Until next time, dive deep.